Starting in 2020, the chip war between China and the United States has completely broken out and has become a normal trend. The United States has several main actions. The first point is to include Chinese companies on the Entity List, prohibiting Chinese companies from using American technology, and prohibiting these companies from purchasing high-end American equipment to develop China's semiconductor technology. The United States has used this trick very diligently. So far, all Chinese companies that are worthy of the name have been included in the Entity List. Even if a company is not included, it means that the strength of this company is not enough, and even Americans cannot look down on it. The second point is to prohibit the sale of the most high-end finished chips to China. Previously, in order to restrict the development of China's cloud computing and AI computing fields, the United States banned Nvidia from exporting cutting-edge artificial intelligence chips. This move even forced Nvidia to produce a China Special Edition A100 chip with castrated parameters to replace the top American A100 chip. Recently, the United States has upgraded its sanctions bill and began to prevent companies such as Nvidia from exporting advanced AI chips to China. Theoretically, as long as China cannot buy the best chips, China's AI computing capabilities will never surpass the United States, and the United States can maintain its absolute leadership in the AI field. After all, this is an era where computing power equals efficiency. If China's chips fall behind, China's industry will always lag behind. So, can't China produce its own chips? Welcome to World Hotspot, where you will be able to learn about projects, cooperation around the world, and important information about China. I hope you can subscribe to me. Let us discover more interesting things around the world together. In fact, the biggest difficulty is that China does not have advanced photolithography machines, because China itself did not have the ability to produce high-end photolithography machines before. The most advanced process is 28 nanometers Shanghai microelectronics. This process is actually a technology from 10 years ago. It is basically cannot threaten the United States and Europe. Therefore, the Americans issued a policy to ban the export of lithography machines to China, and also asked the well-known lithography machine manufacturer ASML to ban the export of advanced lithography machines to China. For example, starting in 2022, the United States will put pressure on the Dutch government, requiring its domestic ASML company to ban the export of finished photolithography machines and related mainstream manufacturing technologies to China, thereby curbing the rise of China. This has led to a significant reduction in the amount of Dutch lithography machines exported to China. In particular, the United States has repeatedly lobbied ASML to ban the export of DUV lithography machines to China. Although these lithography machines are not the latest technology, they satisfy most chip manufacturing. Still more than enough. Due to pressure from the United States, ASML at that time almost cut off sales of photolithography machines to China. China's future is very bleak. After all, the technology cannot be purchased, nor can the finished products be purchased. Simply developing a lithography machine from scratch would put great pressure on capital and technology. However, starting this year, China has seen ASML's sales to China begin to increase, and the chairman of ASML's attitude towards China has also begun to suddenly change. First, in 2021, the president of ASML told the media that it was impossible for the Chinese to build a photolithography machine. Even if they were given the drawings, they would not be able to build it. In the same year, the president began to change his mind. He said that it was not absolutely impossible for China to be unable to produce lithography. Then came 2022. This year, the United States put pressure on ASML, and ASML could not export lithography to China. The company's operations were faced with huge threats and challenges, and ASML's president began to change his tune. He said, "China's independent manufacturing of lithography machine systems is disruptive to the global supply chain. Exporting lithography machines to China is in the company's interests." Then in September 2023, in an interview, the president of ASML said that there is no hope of isolating China. If they are given the opportunity to develop, these smart Chinese people can always come up with solutions. We are too self-righteous. Why did the president of ASML change his tune? Mainly because both it and the New York Times have recognized a problem. blindly banning the sale of photolithography machines to China will lead to the United States ultimately losing the chip war, because China will eventually find a solution. And China indeed suddenly found a way. During the visit of the U.S. Secretary of Commerce to China, the Kirin 9000S mobile phone equipped with the 7nm process was released, and the U.S. Secretary of Commerce was completely slapped in the face. This means that China has officially broken through the 7nm chip process technology and entered the threshold of advanced processes in the chip industry. Although the technology and production capacity are not mature due to the recent commercialization, this means that China has officially broken through the technical barriers of 7nm chips. This also means that lithography technology and lithography machines above 7nm have lost their confidentiality value. So ASML in the Netherlands began to panic. After all, if it continues to sanction China, the market will be occupied by Chinese domestic companies. If it continues to sanction China, it will already make China laugh. ASML thinks so, and actually does it. Starting from 2023, ASML's receivables in China will increase from 8% in the first quarter to 46% in the third quarter, and almost all operating income will come from China. The purpose of ASML being so anxious to expand production capacity in China is also very simple, that is, to seize the market as soon as possible, thereby cracking down on Chinese domestic companies and achieving a far lead in the field of lithography machines. This video ends here. What else do you think about ASML's repetition? Welcome to leave a message in the comment area below, and I will discuss it with you.